If you have been postponing any artistic project because you think you don't have enough time, you are not alone. Years may have passed and you might still find yourself stuck with work or studies consuming most of your time and energy. But let me tell you something. Free time is not what you need to start that project. For a long time, I thought that the energy, discipline, and willpower to start and fully commit to creating an art YouTube channel would instantly strike once I had more free time. Years passed and I eventually found myself with all the time in the world. Yet, nothing happened. Despite having the freedom to invest my time however I wanted, I still couldn't get started. So in this video, I want to share with you 7 things I started doing to increase my discipline and keep myself motivated to work towards my goal of creating an art YouTube channel. To give you a bit of a backstory, this isn't my first try with YouTube. I previously tried it a couple of times before, and after 1 or 2 videos, I quit. But here's the thing. I've been quietly working on this project for the past months, filming, writing scripts, building new habits, creating a roadmap, which I will be sharing with you soon. And I have basically been working behind the scenes and experimenting and learning previous to uploading any content, so I could gather this type of knowledge and share it with you from the very beginning. What I'm about to unveil you aren't just generic tips. This is real, this is what I have been doing. If you are actually watching this video now, it means it worked. So here's the thing. Most of the videos about how to start a YouTube channel go through the same questions. Why do you want to start a YouTube channel? Is it because of money? Have you decided your niche? You need to be consistent, you need to provide value, etc., etc. And all of these tips are important, but there is something crucial that often gets overlooked, and that's our mindset. Every action is linked to our mindset, and this is what will make us start a project, but most importantly, to continue with it. But here's the thing. Building a mindset doesn't just happen overnight. There is a conscious and deliberate process behind it. Rewiring our brains and installing this new program can take us months or even years if you're not even aware of its importance, as it has been my case. So, how do we build a new mindset? There is a wide range of actions that you can do, but in my experience, there are 3 keys that you need to consider when it comes to taking action. First one would be organizing your priorities, increasing your knowledge, and being more conscious about how you spend your time. Here I'm mentioning these 3 keys briefly, but I will be talking more in depth about them in future videos. So let's get started. Reading about productivity and habit creation. Even if you haven't started yet with your project, there's always something you can improve. And gaining knowledge beforehand can help you avoid common mistakes and make it easier to stick to the new habits that you will need to implement to start a YouTube channel. But remember, you will get most of it once you actually start applying these techniques, knowledge, etc., and figure out what works best for you through some trial and error. Here are some of my recommendations. Make a plan and set goals. Don't underestimate the importance of making a plan. And with this, I refer to writing down your main goals and breaking down your path to get into there into small and manageable steps. This makes your goals more reachable. So instead of facing a huge leap, like getting 100k subscribers, you will see a staircase you can climb, like getting your first subscriber, then 5, then 10. This approach will also let you take your time to reflect on all the positive changes that lie ahead, which leads to the next tip. Think about all the positive changes. How would your future look like if you started a YouTube channel now? Think about all the benefits that making art your full-time job would bring to your life. Working from home or in a cozy studio, being able to have control over the way you spend your days, improving your art skills, creating products, etc., etc. Imagine getting paychecks for doing what you love. And the thing is that it is possible. You just need to fight for it. If you don't work to fulfill your dreams, you will end up working to fulfill someone else's dreams. Think about all the negatives. Now let's do the opposite. Let's think about what would happen if you never started. How would you feel? For me, imagining a future where I haven't progressed at all in my art skills, where I'm stuck with the regret of never having started, would be a nightmare. Because that would mean I'm unable to control my actions and I lack the discipline to work towards my dream goal. And that's not the version of myself that I want to become. If I want to avoid feeling like that in the future, I just have to start taking action now. And that's what I'm doing. Be mindful about how you spend your morning. The first thing that everyone tends to do in the morning is to check the phone. And whatever thing that you first consume at that time, when your brain is not even fully awake, will condition the rest of your day. And it will also be more difficult to break the cycle of checking the phone once you start your day like that. On the other hand, if you start your day by being productive, it will be easier to keep being productive for the rest of your day. But going back to the phone use, something that I realized is that when you check your phone, you risk making yourself angry, sad, or stressed before your day has even started. We need to have control over how our day starts. For example, the first thing I do in the morning now is some light exercise, which leads to the next tip. Start doing other small things that you have been postponing. Improving other areas of your life will have a positive impact in whatever other area you want to improve. For example, if you do exercise, you release dopamine, you feel more energized, therefore you can work more and better. These kind of things can be as simple as becoming better at that language that you wanted to learn, reading books that have been laying on the shelf for years, and getting to the bed early, etc. And all these small things should have one purpose, that is to make you feel better and more energized. You want to start building little by little a new version of yourself with new priorities, new values. Slow progress over no progress. Sometimes you will feel like you are not advancing at all, you're stuck and things just get in the way. But that's life. It's not a straight line. It has some ups and downs. So just focus on the goal, remember why you're doing all of this, and come back as soon as you can. We are obviously doing something we have never done before, which is just going to be difficult at the beginning. Just trust the process and keep going. Like I said, slow progress over no progress. So these were my 7 tips, and I didn't want to make this video super long because I feel I have so much to add on these points. My main goal with this video is that you remember this. There's never going to be a perfect moment. You have to take that moment and make it perfect. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.